opinions and ideas. That also means you have to give credit to where you're getting some of those sources from. So we will also help you do that. Some of you in the middle school and high school level already work with projects in MLA format, and they know they're not your best friend, and MLA is very picky and strict, but we can make it easier for you by having worksheets for you to fill out to keep track of your sources and give you online resources to help you create your works cited pages. Sorry to scare you, elementary school, but we're here to help you through all those different stages of research.
In addition to research, to help you get those better grades that you want, we also provide a place to study. The library is open before school and after school for about a half hour to an hour. So we do have extended hours. You can come in with a group, as an individual, whatever, come in and get some studying done. We also have the comfy chairs, as we like to call them, that you can kick back in and relax when you're studying. In addition, we actually have a coffee bar available, so if that studying is kind of making you a little sleepy, not your favorite subject, you can actually purchase a cup of coffee for 50 cents and sit in the chairs and study. So that's kind of a neat little perk to being in the library.
And of course your learning is social, right? So we are very excited to offer those social opportunities as well. As you can see here, we're caroling in the library during the holiday. We feature a big event in each semester. So in the fall, there's a Day of the Dead event that's a cross-curricular presentation by a variety. You'll probably be involved at some point in your high school career. In the spring, our Global Studies class always presents a particular area of the world. We just completed Southeast Asia, and one of the neatest things for me was to hear a young man who was participating the entire day in his traditional garb, if you will. And the next day he came in, of course, looking like every other teenager. And I said, "Brian, you look quite different." He said, "Yeah, but yesterday was one of the best days I ever had in school." So you're going to either participate on that side, or you'll be able to come through and see the variety of things we offer. We have author visits that we commit to every year. We have distinguished alumni come back, and you'll find that the library really does have an awful lot of social opportunities for you to learn.
And this looks kind of serious and scary, but the one thing we want you to focus on is the bottom. This is a library, but you stand on sacred ground, and this is not just a library, this is your library. And everything that we've talked about today, some of it seems really fun, some of it might seem a little scary and overwhelming, but we are here for you to make sure that you can be successful, whatever that looks like for you. So if you need something, you can come to us, and we will do our best to provide it for you to help you be successful, to help you be whatever it is you want to be, because you have a huge future in front of you. So it's a sacred ground that is your sacred ground. That means it's a really special place. So this is your library, not just a library.
Okay, and this next slide, I want you to take a minute on your device and watch some highlights come to you on your device about what has happened in this library in the last year. Now the wireless will walk away.
You will hear lots of
going on. Might be faster on your devices than
That's good. Yeah, you're there. Good. Yep, you just hit the play button. I'll put it up here for those of you who don't have it, but it does take a little while. There we go. We'll play it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's probably easier on their mobile devices.
By the way, this is Animoto, which is one of the resources we can help you use. For those of you who have never made a video before, it makes it incredibly simple. Usually loads fast.
And your librarians and teachers at the high school are going to use programs like Animoto, like Nearpod, like we've used today. They're going to use some of the programs that you'll have the opportunity to publish onto the website. You'll be able to put your work out there for the world to see, not just it's for your teachers, for your librarian. We're going to get your voice out there to be heard.
Okay, so we can't wait to work with you next year. Thanks a lot.
Students, do you have any questions?
No questions?
Oh, there they go. There they go.
Can I bring my lunch into the library?
Actually, we actually have a couple of lunch and learn book clubs. I know my reading competition team, because of scheduling issues, we've had to do most of our meetings during lunch. We do a few during homeroom, but most of them we eat our lunch and talk books. Also, we just have a regular lunch and learn book club where we all read the same book and discuss it. So,
As long as you're being neat and clean and we can control it a little bit and you ask us for permission maybe in the morning so that we can set a limit to how many people are coming in. Sometimes we have library lunch detentions where people have to eat their lunch in the library because they owe us books, so they have to give us time. So eating in the library isn't unheard of, but if you want to come up in a positive way for lunch, just make sure you see us during homeroom, at least in the middle school, so we can control the number of people coming in.
Will you buy us 50 Shades of Grey?
High school? We have Shades of Grey, which is a much better book.
Also,
And also
we
the middle school
purchase-
between shades of
we
gray.
purchase books to support our curriculum too, so I don't know if that would really support it as much. We do also support books for your leisure reading. However, they're generally going to be YA level.
We try to stay within not only your age group, but also your reading level. So we look very closely at book reviews from trusted sources, including, for example, your parents, and we do get input from the community as to which books we can have in the library. So if it's for your grade level, we would be happy to consider it, but that is not something that's even in kindergarten through 12th grade level.
But we have some great romance books, just
Why do I need you to help me research? Isn't that what Wikipedia is for?
Do me a favor and look around the room. Everybody, look to the person sitting to the left of you. And now look to the person sitting to the right of you. The person behind you, and stare at the head of the person in front of you. You can go on your devices right now and post about lung disease, heart disease, leukemia. You can post about the bonobo ape in Africa. And while I know every single person in this room is so smart, sometimes surprising me and smarter and know things that I don't even know, there's things you're not experts in that Wikipedia allows you to pretend to be experts in. So you want to be very careful about where you're getting your information from because you can't see the person on the other side of the computer screen. So we can help you so that at some point you can independently do that because we want you to be an independent thinker. So if you come to us, we'll help you develop those skills so that at some point you can fly out of the nest and you won't need us as much anymore because we do want you to be independent.
Any more questions? Yes.
If my parents don't like me reading certain kinds of books, is it okay if I just read them over in the corner? So you're not going to let me read the books too?
We don't like to put restrictions on what you read based on the, if it's in your reading level, it's something that we would encourage. What we do encourage is self-censorship, so if something makes you uncomfortable, then you have the option to put it down and give it back. You have the option to stop reading it if you don't like it. We happen to recommend to students all the time, before you even check out the book, read the first page or two, and if you don't like it, or if it's Charles Dickens and you don't understand the language, bring it back. Don't wait until the end of 2 weeks when you had to do an AR quiz or you're kind of short on time and you're stuck with something you don't like. I can't personally, as a teacher, tell you what you really can and cannot read because of that. So that's going to be up to you to become more independent and to make smart choices.